Ladies and gentlemen. Although, more accurately, that should probably be Herren und Damen. Willkommen zu Luftrausers. As you can see, it's a sepia-toned game. It has planes. This is us. It has sea, which is where that boat just went. It has clouds. It has enemy planes who shoot us, so I ran away from them. It has boats that also shoot us. So you may have already guessed what kind of game this is. It is indeed a shoot 'em up. You avoid their bullets. You shoot them with your own and miss. Luftrausers' gimmick is that you can equip your plane with different loadouts. You get an engine part, a body part, and a bullet type. At the moment I've got... I don't even remember. I think the engine I've got increases speed at the expense of maneuverability. The body I've got is a melee body, believe it or not, which means instead of taking damage when I hit stuff, I just plow through it. Oh dear. And then there are bigger ships who fire lasers. And the gun I've got is basically a bomb. Oh no, that's the body I've got. I can currently go in the water without taking damage. It would have been best to acknowledge it, to work out what I had equipped before starting the video, I guess. As you can see, underwater. So, almost no gravity, propel using bullets. We can randomize it, but I like this loadout. You can drop bombs. But again, I like plowing through the ships. And here's the types of guns. I'll try some of the different guns. In fact, let's try a different... Oh. That's issue number one with the game. You look at that and you think, oh, I'm just going to start pressing up and down to select... No, you have to press A to go into it. Pressing up will automatically take you back to the... which is what I just did. We'll press up to start, and today we are the Luftrauser. Oh, so that's what that means. I shoot bullets from my rear now. But I also have a laser. And I died very quickly. I don't like the laser very much. So we're gonna get rid of it. Instead have Luftrauser. It fires like a shotgun. And apparently we've enabled dubstep somehow. Well, maybe not quite, but it seems like it's gonna get there. So this is the game. Oh yes. I should now mention one of them, the game's mechanics. Let's take some damage. Let's shoot first. Hit me. There we go. That circle around our health represents... That circle around the plane represents our health. So if I dive straight into the water because I don't have that body, I'll start taking damage. While I'm shooting, that damage doesn't regenerate. So now I'm shooting, you see it stays around me. If I let go, it regenerates. So that's basically all the game mechanics explored. Oh dear, I still think I have the melee body equipped. I was originally going to make this video last night, at which point I really wasn't impressed with the game. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't, because I played it a little more since. And I like it slightly more than I did at the point I was going to make this video last night. One of my complaints was that, well, my criticisms, is that I hope you like the music, because you've pretty much heard it. Starting this game over and over again in the way that, you know, bullet hells encourage you to... Oh dear, I don't have that equipped, do I? I've got so used to having that melee body, I'm gonna have to switch back to it, unfortunately. Oh, I do have the melee body equipped. Why am I taking damage? Oh well, we'll try this one instead. Now we are Bob Rouse. Oh, and we drop bombs when we shoot. Now we are Tiny Bob. How much damage does this do? Oh, it was a one-hit kill. That's pretty good. Okay. I didn't know this until literally just now. I guess the music changes depending on your loadout. And because I was playing with the same loadout all last night, I didn't know the music changed. So I'll levy that one less complaints against the game. But it's not just the audio side of it. I hope you like how the visuals look, because you've seen pretty much all there is to the game. There are some other enemy types that come out once you've lasted a bit longer, which I'm not doing all that well as here. One, because I'm talking, but two, I'm just not used to this loadout. Well, the music's different now, I guess, but I've gotta say I don't like it very much. This plinky-plonky crap. So, my other problems with the game. The fact that everything looks... Oh, apparently I did a objective. I didn't even know. But yeah, everything looks very similar. At times when there's a lot of planes on the screen, it's incredibly hard to keep track of which one you actually are. And that's one of the other problems. Enemies can shoot from off-screen, which means you can fly headfirst into a barrage of bullets that you don't know is there until you've literally flown into it. There are also enemy types who will... Give myself a bit of room to actually illustrate it. Shoot like that, but they don't have as much of a delay between shots as you do. So it pretty much fills the screen with bullets. Not so much of an issue in itself, except they can fly right up onto you and do that, and it'll count as all, you know, as many bullets as they've fired hitting you. And you don't have any kind of invincibility frames, so you will die. And that gets frustrating. Also, I feel the controls of this game are horrendous. Like, I'm literally just trying to do a slight careful glide across the water, and I cannot do it. I just keep bouncing up and down. I thought I had the melee body equipped. I don't know why I'm taking so much damage. I'm gonna investigate. So yeah, I seem to be taking damage. Yep, I'm definitely taking damage on melee attacks. Oh no, I switched out the melee body for the bomb, didn't I? Oh dear, that's my own fault. Where my main complaint comes into this game is that this game got a lot of praise for simply existing. For I kept hearing, people just don't make games like this anymore. I don't know how far in the past, I mean, that's supposed to reflect. Like, I was never under the impression that shoot 'em up games were some kind of extinct genre. But my problem comes at the price points. In that for $6.99 that this was charging on Steam, pounds, whatever that is to your local currency, feel free to translate. I just don't feel like I got much of a game for that. Like, I mean, you can go back as long as you like, 10 years ago. This wouldn't have been called an indie game. This would have been called a flash game. And the thing that I find most vexing about it is that it would have been free. And now all of a sudden, a game like this has a £7 price point. Like, for money, I expect something that's gonna not feel like it, you know, like some rehash of a game that was free 10 years ago. And I'll say that this is a rehash of any particular game, just a rehash of the genre. I mean, it doesn't do anything particularly new that no other shoot 'em up's done. It's got an inventory system, well, an equipment system. If I press start, you can see I've got the objectives, and I've got a score attack, but I've just finished. And all I was doing there was literally pressing up Yitznid, and the ship just would not go up. So is Yitzid a weapon? Do you want to explain what that is? Okay, I'm going to illustrate the missiles. What? I cancel that because I pressed A to confirm my choice. Okay, what the hell is Yitznig? It says... I don't see what Yitznig is. God damn it. Oh my god, I hate this menu system. I'll have more health and super boost to counteract the slowdown. So these are homing missiles. Watch them home in. On the sea. Is that because I got nothing on screen? Oh look, there's some stuff on the screen. Well, one of them slightly did. Okay, there's some enemies. Oh, let's get some on screen. There they are. Oh no! Oh, well, it moved a little. But for whatever reason, they just always seem to plow into the water. I don't know if there's some secret enemy down there that they're homing in on. Yeah, the missiles... not that great. At least maybe not for my playstyle. And that's kind of the other problem. The game boasts over 125 combinations of equipment, of loadouts. So you'll probably find something you like that reflects how you'd play the game. But the majority of them suck. Like, I just don't enjoy playing with the missiles. And yeah, me saying it sucks is my opinion, but... So instead, what I'm going to do now is take that. And now try and get a high score and try and show off some of the other... Oh, I wanted the melee body. Oh well. Show some of the other enemy types. I guess I can melee with this. I've got enough health to do so. Wow. I like hiding out in the water to regain health. Okay, I don't know why I didn't hit... Why is my health not? I was pressing left the entire time and the game sent me careening into the battleship. I'm pressing left. I'm pressing up. Yeah, I guess this body... I mean, I'm complaining about that. This body does say that its maneuverability is practically zero. And it is called the War Turtle. I don't know. Like, this video has been going on 14 minutes. You've seen pretty much the last 2.5 hours that I've been playing this game. Outside of the next... outside of 2 enemy types that I've come across. I mean, the key crux for this kind of game is it addictive? I mean, it gives you objectives to try and coax you into playing, give you some rhyme and reason to actually attack. I just don't find this game addictive. Not in the sense of... because you just can't maneuver how you'd want to move. Like, that was a prime example of the screen just filling up with bullets and having no way to move around it. Which is why bullet hell shoot-em-ups typically feature pre-generated paths, so you can learn enemy behaviors. This really... I mean, enemies do behave in different ways. They have different patterns of attack. I mean, the attack patterns of this boat don't make any sense in the slightest. It's not shooting at me, it keeps shooting in random directions. Which means I try and maneuver around it, and in the place that I've tried to maneuver into, now all of a sudden its gun's there. But no, why would it shoot off to the right like that? I was kind of heading straight down. Now I'm over this side. It shoots directly at the floor, which is not where I was when it positioned the guns. Man, from the options, why is this stuff in the... Oh my god. It gets worse. Man, I thought... Well, let's try it in black and white and see... Because that's... Oh my god. Well, well done you. You created... I thought it hurt my eyes like this. You created a game mode where it's... So that guy just crashed straight in... I always hated it in games where enemies don't have any sense of life preservation. Like, I know they're just AI, but I'm supposed to believe they're actual enemies trying their best to kill me. I mean, I guess it is at the whims of the Führer, and they must do everything in their power to stop me. I was just pressing up, he would not go up. He was stuck going diagonally left. And a huge problem is it's very hard to get a sense of enemy health. Like, you'll start to see some of them smoke. Like that. Well, like I am. Also, I've got no idea what the delay is on actually being able to use this gun. This game just doesn't illustrate it. No idea what the delay is on health recharging, because once again, the game doesn't display it. Sometimes my health seems to recharge instantly, other times it seems to take an eternity, and even after it recharges, sometimes I seem to get taken out in one hit. All I'm doing right now is holding up. For some reason I keep bobbing into the water. That thing! It's filling up the entire radar. Well, let's see if I actually get a chance to make it to it. Just like that, that is exactly what I meant. And with less health, like with any other body type, it's just the fact that I've got... Oh my god, I couldn't... I was just holding up the entire time. But yes, that was a prime example of when that Ace aeroplane will just fly directly at you and just do its spin attack and hit you with every single bullet, and there is nothing you can do to avoid it. I have no actual idea of what it is that prompts the spawns of the quote-unquote boss crafts. Like, I think it might just be the length of time you survive for. Like, I don't know, maybe they spawn after a minute. It's another thing that just isn't really clearly communicated. Oh, there are a lot of boats here. Oh, there's a submarine there. I'm just pressing up right now. Literally just pressing up. There we go. Ow. Okay, let's head up to the sky. See if we can find him. I don't have the melee body, unfortunately, so... I think I destroyed it, actually. Oh no, it was exploding. So I'm going to switch to the melee body now. And this is the set of equipment that I had the most success with. But I mean, this is also an illustration of my problem with the game. Choose a loadout that suits your playing style, right? I chose this because I wanted to take out the ships. I wanted to stay close to the seafronts. In fact. Oh no. Okay, no. I kind of want to die so I can illustrate my point. Basically, the ships seem to spawn less when you choose the submarine body. It may have been Psycho's... It may have all been in my head, basically. Because I'm not seeing that today. But it certainly felt that way last night. There's nothing I could do with that. I was so close to the ship that by the time the first bullet had spawned, like, I was so close to the second bullet, any amount of maneuvering, I'd have just... Well, if I'd maneuvered, I guess I would have survived. But my reflexes aren't that fast, I guess. I don't know who's human, what humans would be. I'm pressing down. There we go. So as you can see, one ship, one lone ship. There's a ton of bullets. I don't know where they're coming from. Oi, okay. So see? No ships. One ship. Two ships. It certainly didn't take this long for ships to spawn on with any other body. But look! Tons more planes! You tell me what I was supposed to do. It's just a constant stream of bullets above the sea. That's one of the other issues. You can't see where you are once you're in the sea. Because the camera kind of shifts around like this slightly. It's very hard to get a grasp on where you are actually when you're under the sea. And this is... Here you go. No ships. I was certain of it last night. Do you see a single ship yet? And I'm certain this game loops round. Look how many planes there are now. So I haven't even seen one of the smaller ships yet, one of the battleships spawn. I'm gonna try and make it to a blimp. Of course, I am completely at the whims of the game whether I get there or not. So like I said, I have actually never worked out what spawns it. Whether it's a particular number of kills, whether it's a particular amount of time you played, whether it's a particular score. And yeah, I'm sure I could go look it up online. Someone's probably worked it out. But should I need to do that? It's a shoot 'em up. It's not exactly the most complicated type of game out there. That's kind of the other issue, is enemies can shoot you anywhere. From anywhere, rather. Like, I'm surprised I haven't seen any lasers yet. Maybe it's because there's none spawned near me. I'm not holding still enough for them to get a good beat on me. But as you can see, there are far more bullets than there are planes around me. If I follow those down, I bet they'll... Let's do it. Let's not speculate. From down here. There you go. Boats can shoot you at the top of the screen from the bottom and have no problem pinpointing you. You can't see them. Oh, there you go. There's the lasers. See, and you have no way of knowing that there is even going to be a path of lasers until you get them on screen. Now all of a sudden I'm getting no planes. Funny that, huh? Now that I've gone to the top of the skies, where in theory only the planes should be able to get me. No planes. Yeah, I flew straight into the path of those bullets. But it's clearly not time that spawns the blimp. I survived longer that time than I did any of the other previous level attempts, I think. I turned straight in a path of bullets. But what can I say? I've never once felt like I had much control over the plane. As you can probably tell from the way I'm duking and jiving in the air. I didn't want to aim for that set of bullets, I just had no way of getting around it. You can say I should be maneuvering better all you like, the controls just don't allow it. I've been playing half an hour, I might call it quits here. You've seen pretty much as far as I've got with the game. I've never actually been able to kill one of the blimps because I've only seen them about 5 times. Because they're the biggest culprits of just an endless barrage of lasers that there really is nothing you can do against. It's not find some path and weave through it. Because it's just some random deployments of lasers. There's no path there. That is exactly what I was talking about with the ace. We'll call this my last go then. Because honestly, I don't enjoy playing the game. It's kind of dull. It's kind of a case of playing the same thing over and over. And I know that's kind of inherent to the nature of this type of game. But if I was given more feedback on what I was actually doing, if I was actually doing well, what I was doing wrong, I'd have more incentive to play the game. I'd know how to improve. Or at least I'd know what to avoid. I believed I was to the left of that gun. I have found, in my opinion, that the hitboxes are a little wonky. In both ways, I feel like I've flown through bullets that should have killed me, just as much as I feel like I've shot bullets that should have killed enemies. And I know I said that previous one was going to be my last one, but honestly I do want to try and get a blimp. So, here we go. Last attempt Mark II. Oh, that's one thing I didn't touch on. I have no idea how they managed it, but this game does suffer from horrendous slowdown at times. And when I say I don't know how they've managed it, I mean because this is a side-on 2D game. I know there's a lot of sprites on screen. Come on, I've played plenty of games like this that don't suffer from slowdown. That is an exact... Again, that ace is a stupid enemy. Those kinds of enemies belong in bullet hell games, they make sense. But here, it's just so ill-conceived. But there you go, that's Luftrausers. Honestly, I can't recommend it. Not at the price point. If it was a couple... Oh, and I need to get off the soundtrack. If it was a couple of quid, rather than, you know, 2 as opposed to 7, I'd have actually played this game for a couple of hours and gone, okay. Walked away from it, never played it again, and felt like I got my money's worth. You know, as a distraction. For 7 quid, I feel like I'm not expecting a distraction, I'm expecting somewhat of a game. And not something that... that has so little to offer. I don't know. I don't feel like I can eloquently describe my problem with that at the moment. But for £7, I feel like I'm expecting more content. Let's put it that way. And it does seem to be a common price point for indie games these days, for whatever reason. And I don't know if that's where it comes from. It's just that's what they all charge, so that's what this costs. It doesn't feel like it's been priced at that point because that's how much the content is worth. And I know people are going to put a different value on different things. But to me, it's just not worth that price point. But there we go. Luftrausers. Thanks for watching.